The fear of failure, sometimes so strong that it stops us before we ever even try. So in today's video, we'll look at the big reasons why we fail and what you can do about them to start winning in your do-over. You're probably going to fail anyway, so why even try, right? That's called self-rejecting, and it's a real problem, especially for do-overs. We tell ourselves, it's never going to be good enough, I won't submit it. We don't apply for jobs because we think, I'm not that person, I'm not qualified enough. That job's asking for someone so much better than me, so I won't even bother to apply. Interestingly, women tend to downplay their qualifications for jobs, and men tend to overestimate their qualifications for jobs. Go figure. Second and third guessing is just slow walking our self-rejection, and it makes it even hurt more and longer. And it triggers a visceral response. It hurts so much that we keep ourselves from trying in the first place.
No, it's got a 1 in 6 chance of working.
God damn it!
Well, we're not a pit crew at Daytona. This can't be fixed in seconds.
You didn't have seconds. You had 3 weeks. The universe was created in a third of that time.
Well, someday you'll have to tell us how you did it.
So why do we fail? It can't be just that we fail to try. It can't be that simple. Instead, it's because we don't try again when we do fail. When something doesn't go our way, when something doesn't go the way we wanted to or planned it. And then failing becomes so devastating that we would rather avoid the feeling altogether than try again. Here are some painful numbers to consider. 20% of all new startups and small businesses fail within the first year. 30% fail before the end of their second year. 50% fail before they reach their 5th year. And 70% of all small businesses and startups fail before their 10th year. So why do most businesses, startups, and do-overs fail? It could be bad ideas, bad marketing, or probably no marketing because we create things that we love and no one else wants. And after you sell it to your mom and to your best friends, you've run out of customers. Well, these are the obvious reasons, and it leads to the number one cause of small businesses going out of business, and that is they just run out of capital. And 2020 put obvious additional pressure on small businesses struggling to survive. But did you know that 71% of small business, startups, and entrepreneurial efforts never try a second time? And those that do try a second time but don't change anything fail at the same rate or even faster. It's called the Attribution Fallacy, when we blame everyone and everything else for the failure of our effort, almost guaranteeing that we will never succeed in a do-over or a second or third try.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to announce the names of everyone who designed the launch demo. I'm going to introduce everyone and ask them to stand up. The bag was designed by Susan Kerr. The Macintosh font that's scrolling across the screen was designed by Steve Capps. The Starry Night and skywriting was Bruce Horn. Mac Paint, Mac Wright, Alice, down to the calculator. And then I'm going to say the voice demo that didn't work was designed by Andy Hertzfeld.
It's always someone else's fault, and we do that to protect our egos. Our biggest enemy might not be that 17th coffee shop that opened up down the street after we opened up the 16th coffee shop on the same block. It might be a bad idea. It might be our bad idea. It's never been easier to be an entrepreneur, to be your own boss, to set your own schedule, and to get all the glory and riches you know you deserve. The attribution fallacy is so hurtful to us because it keeps us and our futures from the opportunity to learn. We put all of our eggs in one basket and our one try, and it has to be perfect. Even though we don't have any real experience to justify our overly optimistic estimate and the pressure we put on ourselves to get it right the first time.
I want this mark all the way back to Earth with time to spare. We never lost an American in space. We're sure as hell not going to lose one on my watch. Failure is not an option.
And the same goes for do-overs. Most don't try after one devastating failure, but failures are only devastating if we don't try again. Because of those who do try a second time, over 80% are successful in their second or third or fourth try. And the more they try, the longer they succeed each time. As one recent study offers, given the slight chances of success, it's a marvel anyone starts a business at all. 1/3 of new ventures close within 2 years, half within 5, and so on. Only 1 in 4 is still around 15 years after opening day. But all that failure may offer its own reward. Researchers found that failed entrepreneurs are more likely to be successful in their second go-around, provided they try again. So, where does this leave you? You've heard of the motto, fail fast? Well, here's an even better motto, fail better. There's a new cult-like niche in leadership and self-help circles about learning to fail forward, fail fast, fail first. And I get it, because failure isn't rare. And successful entrepreneurs, they know that. But unless we can learn to do something different that second or third time, even our do-overs are doomed.
So unless you want to be disgraced in front of your friends, family, colleagues, stockholders, and the press, I wouldn't stand here arguing. I'd go try and get some more bullets out of the gun. Do it, Andy!
Thanks so much for being part of the Do-Over Show, and be sure to tap the like button. I'm so glad you found me and I found you. Thank you.